Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. In the last episode, we fulfilled the Mysidian prophecy and acquired the Lunar Whale, our means of reaching the moon and thwarting Golbez's plans, whatever they may be. But before we do that, I took a quick detour back to Kukuru's home, because if you remember, last time we left him with the legendary sword, and going to Mysidia and getting the Lunar Whale is the trigger that enables him to finish. We now have the Holy Sword Excalibur. You must use it with your mind, body, and soul. And we have Excalibur. I believe that's Cecil's second most powerful weapon in the game. Yeah, we're down to the wire pretty much, folks. We're just about done. We're going to put the Avenger back into storage and equip the Excalibur. Look at that. Holy crap. It almost doubled his base attack power there. You know, he's no longer berserked, and I can now equip him with an Ega Shield that'll boost his defense and magic defense. Pretty decent jumping magic defense there. But alright, our business here is pretty much done. We have nothing else to do here. So I will meet you guys back on the Lunar Whale, or the magical ship, whatever you want to call it. Alrighty, we're back on the Lunar Whale. Now let's go to the moon! Final Fantasy IV has gone to space! And this is pretty nice graphics for 16-bit. But here we are, we're on the moon. It certainly does look like a moon surface you'd expect. But let's see, over here, this Crystal Palace here, that's our destination. That's where we want to go. We have a cave over here that we will be doing in the near future, maybe next time. Yeah, probably next episode will probably be this area here. But before I worry about going here, I want to park and just show off a little something right down this place here. We got this little cave in this weird shaped crater. As I mentioned last time, our exits are at the gray things, those weird spaces. So what's in here? Holy crap, look at all the naming ways. They're strangely musical creatures. Oh, they're the humming ways. Okay, they're not naming ways, they're humming ways. And we found an item shop. Here you can purchase elixirs if you so choose, and also a flute that can summon the fat chocobo anywhere. Monster picture books if you really want to use them. Cottages, it's a pretty nice selection of items. I'm probably not going to use much of it, but you know, it's good to know that it's there. It's hard to pick out the shopping way from all the other naming ways or humming ways. And one of these guys is like, come here. Nope, he's a musical one. It's like, what do you mean change your name? It's like, sorry, I mistook you for someone that I know from my own world. Nope. There is a naming way somewhere in this. Yep, here we go. There is a naming way among them. So, if you feel like changing your name on the moon, that's how you do it. Okay, so that's how Naming Way got to our planet. He made a ship and flew there a long time ago, apparently. But anyway, I just wanted to show that real quick. So now, in order to fly around on the surface of the moon, you go up to this panel here, and now you can fly the Lunar Whale or magical ship or whatever, however you like. I'm going to park it right here as soon as I line it up right. Save myself that one extra step. That might be the difference between a random encounter and not. But okay, that's one small step for Cecil, one giant leap for Final Fantasy. I don't know. Crap. But alright, we have these weird enemies. They look like giant cells. And Rose has been poisoned. The red ones cause poison when they attack you. Crap. I'm just gonna have Rydia blast him with the Leviathan spell. Well, let's see how powerful Cecil's new sword is. Come on, Leviathan. Oh crap, Rosa! I wasn't even paying attention. Not cool, not cool. Oh, well, they're gonna die. Yeah. Crap! Well, I'm gonna head back over to the ship and just rest in my little free inn inside there. So I'll be right back. Crap. I took one step and I got into another battle. Alright, let's do Raijin. We have a new enemy called the Pudding. This is not cool. I'm off to a really, really bad start, guys. Alright, Iridia, you cast Bio. Ah, geez, the Puddings have quite a bit of HP for a slime type enemy. Alright, finish him up. Oh, jeez. I may be slightly underleveled for this place, apparently. And they sure make these monsters differently on the moon. Right, make it, make it, make it, make it. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, here we go. In order to reach the Crystal Palace, we have to take these lunar underground passages. And just more of those prokaryotes and whatnot. I'm going to, not Cecil, I got Rosa for healing detail. This music's pretty familiar. We heard this music back when Cecil became a paladin on Mount Ordeals. It's interesting that they brought it back up here. Alright, we have a treasure chest. We have monsters. Crap. For that battle, we got ourselves a golden apple, which I am going to use on Iridia because that will increase her max HP by 100. Give that to Iridia. There we go. That's nice. Yeah, she needs that most of all. Actually, I'm going to top off Rosa real quick. There we go. Or not quite, but... And we have some new enemies, the Abyss Worms and the Dark Grenades. Alright. I am going to have everybody except Iridia defend. She is going to cast a Weak Bolt spell on the Dark Grenade because that is going to cause something interesting to happen. Namely, a chain explosion, which wipes out every enemy on the field. Very, very convenient there. Cecil gained a level, and so did Edge. And Rosa, too. And she learned life, too, alright. It's like if only someone else had that spell, too. Yeah, I'm not sure if hitting the Dark Grenades with a different elemental spell will cause them to explode on you. It might. I never really tried it, and I don't really want to try it now, because I don't want to die if that's the case. We have a couple more chests over this way. See if we can make it. Alright, we got a Moon Curtain. That's a stronger version of the Light Curtain that casts Reflect on the person that uses it. We will definitely be using that in the near future. And a Stardust. We got one of those from a previous battle. That basically casts little media when you use it as an item in battle. We probably won't make much use of that, but you never know. Alright, back on the surface. Let's take this rocky pass. Man, the monsters here are brutal. And I was coasting along just fine back on the planet, but it doesn't work quite so well in this place. Some pretty interesting moon music they got playing too. It's got a nice little effect to it. I kind of like it in its own way. But anyway, thankfully we have a Leviathan to make some of these battles a little easier as long as Iridia survives to cast it. Come on, make it, make it, make it. Alright, we're in the next lunar passage. This one's a little bit more straightforward. I don't think there are any chests in this one. Alright, we made it without a single fight. Now we just have to make it. Yeah, you can encounter some of the earlier versions of the Flan type monsters here as well. Alright, here we are at this mysterious home of the Lunarians. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, we're gonna go over to the sides first because we have some healing points. Yeah, this is going to restore our HP and status. Do not talk to this block, by the way. It's one of those those glitchy fake treasure chests with monsters in them, like what I demonstrated back in the sealed cave. This will put you up against two enemies that you won't encounter till the final dungeon. Well, you might see them in the other cave I pointed out, but they're more common in the final dungeon, and they don't have the same script as they do in that place. I forget what spell they do. They like try to confuse you or berserk you or something like that. Anyway, over here we can replenish our MP. So just don't talk to that space. It's a glitchy thing, and I don't know if we'd be able to survive that or not, and I don't really want to try it. But what's up here? Welcome. What? Yeah, great, another strobe light. It's like, you guys love your raves in this game. It's like, oh, somebody appears. It's like, holy crap, he's got a big beard. It's like if Sid and Tella's beards had a baby, or something like that. That's just... Who are you? Yeah, that's the important question. I am Fusoya, guardian of the sleeping people of the moon, the Lunarians. Lunarians? Correct. It's been a very long time. We are people from a long-destroyed planet that was between the 4th and 5th planet of the solar system. Isn't there an asteroid belt around that part of the Milky Way? So I guess they're really suggesting that Final Fantasy IV takes place on our planet, or at least a variation of it. During the final days of our world, we built a ship and traveled to the Blue Planet. The journey was long. We had to hibernate for survival. The Blue Planet? The planet that you live on. Like, okay, for those of us that are slow on the uptake there. But the creatures of your planet were still evolving, so we created another moon and continued sleeping. Okay, well at least he didn't try to take over our planet. But anyway, another moon. But one of us refused to sleep. I see where this is going. He wanted to purge your planet of all living beings so we could settle there. How awful! He was a brilliant man, but impatient. We tried to reason with him, but he wouldn't listen. Instead, he became bitter and vengeful. Like, uh-oh. He created the Tower of Babel to give mankind the tool to destroy it themselves. It was then I forced that man to sleep, but his mind was still awake. Yeah, I get that way all the time, actually. It's like my body's asleep, but my mind is still active. It's a weird feeling. Over these aeons, he became consumed with hatred, increasing his psychic powers to destroy every living thing. Since he is sealed below, he uses his powers to control those with a dark soul. Oh wow, then Golbez is merely a puppet? Who is this guy? His name is Zemus. The crystals are our source of energy. Zemus, knowing this, used the crystal's power to operate the dimensional elevator in the Tower of Babel. That must be the way to the moon. Once all the crystals are gathered, the elevator brings down mankind's doom. The Giant of Babel! Oh boy, that sounds, scary. Yeah, the way to the moon is that. It's just an intergalactic elevator, like a dimensional tractor beam kind of thing, or a teleporter. But the rest of us aren't like that. No, of course not. Of course not. We're a peaceful race. We wanted to wait until the people of the Blue Planet were advanced enough to be able to speak with us. To share our hopes, fears, experiences, and fates. Together, our combined people could have done so much. We dreamed of that day. What about the magical ship that brought us here? It wasn't too long ago that my younger brother, Kluya, made it and went to the Blue Planet. Kluya was enthralled with your world and often spoke about aiding your evolution. He built the Devil Road. Why'd you call it that then? And gave your people the technology to build airships. And, that didn't go so well, apparently. He founded the city and taught them legends that would make our dream a reality. However, Kluya fell in love with a woman from the blue planet. She bore him 2 children. One of them was... Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it... You, Cecil! Yeah, exactly. What? So Cecil is part alien. He's a hybrid. He's half human, half Lunarian. It's not an overly common theme in Final Fantasies, but it does turn up in the occasional game. Yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything by pointing out which ones exactly, but it does come up. Me? Then the voice I heard on Mount Ordeals was... Your father. It was Kluya's spirit. I see now. You look so much like Kluya when he was young. That voice was my father. It was Cecil's real father, not the King of Baron that adopted him. Kluya gave you his power to combat Zemus. We must stop him. For the people of the moon and of the blue planet, hurry to the Tower of Babel. The Tower of Babel, but it's surrounded by a barrier. I have powers that can neutralize the barrier. We cannot let the giant of Babel be unleashed upon the blue planet. I shall go with you. And the Lunarian Fusoya has joined the party. Cecil's uncle has joined our party. Yeah, he looks older. I mean, he is really old, but I didn't really want to do another, kooky or whatever old man voice like I did with Tella. Anyway, you can, there's not much you can really do back here, but I might as well show it off anyway. You can come back here, and here are the crystals. I don't know if these are like the moon's crystals or the crystals from the world that got destroyed that the Lunarians are from, but you can talk to the crystals. They actually speak to you here. And since we're here, I'm going to change up my formation actually, because we have... Oh wait, what did I do that for? Switch those guys around. Rydia, you swap with Cecil. Rosa, you switch with Edge. Then we change, because we have 2 melee fighters and 3 mages now. Fusoya comes equipped with the energy staff. I guess that boosts his white magic power. I'm going to instead give him that extra fairy rod I bought. It has less attack power and whatnot, but it does boost his black magic power, and I consider that a little bit more valuable right now. He's got some, he knows pretty much every single white magic and black magic spell, including Meteo and Flare. We won't make use of all of them. I mean, Meteo costs frickin' 99 MP to cast, and he only has 190 MP max. So, he's better than Tella, but he has his limits as well. But anyway, and I'll just walk around as Rydia. I like Rydia. And we are the crystals of the moon. It's like the Circle of Sages all over again from Final Fantasy 1. Everyone says one little piece of information and it's all interconnected, or at least generally is. The people of the moon are sleeping deep underneath the ground. Fusoya is the guardian of those who are sleeping. So Fusoya is basically the overseer. He makes sure everything is going smoothly and everything, everyone's resting calmly. And Zemus is a terrible man. Even though he is sealed deep below the earth, his evil spirit only increases. So Zemus apparently is the big bad final boss villain type guy we have to deal with. Golbez is just his mind-controlled minion apparently. Only our power keeps Zemus sealed in the moon's core. Alright, well keep it up. We're not ready to deal with Zemus right now. We would not survive at this point, I don't think. We'd have to get really lucky. Zemus used Golbez to gather the crystals of the blue planet and increase their power with the Tower of Babel. I hope they don't shatter like in Final Fantasy V. That would be really bad. Even now, we feel him trying to destroy the seal. Yeah, Zemus, he sounds like a really terrible sort. I wonder what he's like what he looks like and everything. Well, I mean, I've seen it before, but I'm just saying for the sake of those that haven't played the game before. The floor in the center of the room leads to the core of the moon, Zemus's realm. Yeah, that panel right there in the center of this room is the gateway to the final dungeon. But it's sealed, we won't be able to do it if we step on it. The balance of the 8 crystals on the blue planet is kept here on the moon. Alrighty. But anyway, so we have ourselves a new party member and learned of Cecil's origins, that he is half Lunarian. That's quite a twist, I would say. I mean, at this point we kind of saw it coming. They gave all these little clues along the way. But anyway, next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy IV, we're going to do something else here on the moon before we go back to the the Tower of Babel. So this has been Phoenix Down, and I will see you guys next time.